Welcome, fellow knights, to the thrones of Britannia. I want to give a big thank you to CA for letting me preview the game a little bit early. Now, this is not the finished build. This is, well, basically, this is a work in progress. This is kind of like a beta where we can try out the game and show you guys some awesome content. Now, we're only allowed to show 30 minutes worth of content. Each video can only be 10 minutes long. So what I'm going to show you guys is a siege battle, and the other two videos will be a campaign. So campaign part 1 and 2. Now, I want to spend the time here and talk about the siege battles of Thrones of Britannia. They have added 13 unique siege settlements to the game, which is, it doesn't sound like a lot, but it's actually, I think, more unique settlements than any other Total War, I'm pretty sure. So the settlements look awesome. By the way, is this not a sick battle right here? So this is a fight. Unfortunately, I wish I could slow it down and show you guys the units and everything, but we only got 10 minutes, and I'm just going to show you the juicy parts. So this is Kirkian, the Scottish northern faction. It's one of the Gaelic factions. And then we have Northumbria, which is spelt differently in this game, but I think this is like when the Vikings kind of took over, because we have some Danelaw spearmen and stuff. So yeah, it looks really awesome. Just check out these ships coming ashore. So cool. So this is one of the unique settlements that you can play at. And just look how freaking awesome this beach landing is. Look at all these ships, man. It's so cool. Got this long wall. You can put archers up here, fire down, which I'm doing right now, firing down at the ships as they come ashore, as the land troops, you know, the infantry to hold at the beach landing. It's so awesome. We got some really cool structures over here, some land, little islands there, and you can come ashore this way as well. You can also attack from land from this, area over here. Now, I want to show you some clips of other settlements because unfortunately I can't show you them all, but you can just see the unique characteristics that each settlement has. So I just want to say this, guys. Siege battles are back. It has been pretty much since Medieval 2 that, we haven't had a great siege experience. Rome 2, I mean, Shogun was pretty good, but I want that, I want the knights fighting for their lives. So yeah, Rome 2 was just kind of meh. Attila was pretty much like Rome 2. I didn't really care for the settlements. Now, this one, it seems like a lot of the settlements have unique characteristics that will make it feel like you're not fighting at the same settlement every time in campaign and in multiplayer. That was the biggest problem, and that's why I really got burnt out and why I just stopped doing siege battles, because every single one was just the same thing over and over and over. And I think that with these new unique siege settlements, every battle will feel different. Even if you have multiple battles at the same siege, there's all these really cool unique structures and layouts and defenses. So for example, like this settlement over here, look at this final stand area. So you got this cool long wall and you got the beach defense. It leads up to this final stand area, and you can put up archers like here, like I am right here. I can just envision multiplayer right now where they're just, these archers are covering the retreat as the forces get to the final stand. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome, man. Yeah. So there's just so much uniqueness to these siege settlements. It's going to be really, really interesting, and just the replayability is going to be awesome. The videos are going to be awesome. So I'm pretty excited for these siege battles that we're going to be playing in Thrones of Britannia. So yeah, if we look at some of the factions here, I got the Schildtron. Some spear levy infantry holding back these Danelaw spearmen. Archers just spraying down. I got an archer unit way up here. Look at this. Oh, they've got the perfect view. Look at that. So they're going to be able to fire down. Unfortunately, the excellent quality of these forces are cutting through my men. So I think it might be pretty soon for my troops to fall back and get to safety. So right here, I decide to send in my cav. Look how awesome these guys are. Let me show you, what kind of cav is this? Royal Horseman, elite melee cav. By the way, when I built this army, I just randomized it, so it gave me just a random group of forces. The AI basically built my army. So I got my cav here ready to cover the retreat. I'm trying to retreat as many forces as possible because we just don't have the strength to defend out here at the beaches. We fought for a long time. We killed a lot of the enemy. But we're not going to last much longer, so I'm doing a massive retreat. Archers covering their retreat, firing down to the forces who are coming ashore, and soon I'm going to set up the great defense at this final, like, keep area. So here we are, the final stand. I have tried to save as many lives as possible, falling back to this, the town center, essentially. Here's the capture point. My crossbows have been going ham right now. They're slaughtering anyone who comes near this wall, but there's just so many of them. We can't kill them all. I've got my elite forces holding this line, but how long will they hold? So they're sending in some Huskarls, which are a nasty, nasty unit. They're going to be able to easily chew up my my swordsmen, which I got to be careful of. They're sending up more and more infantry. The great axemen. You can see, look at this. The crossbows putting down, suppressing fire. It's awesome, man. This is what I'm talking about. Like, it's just, the settlement's so unique, so much fun. There's so much role playing involved. It's gonna be a lot of fun, guys, for these siege settlements. And I know, it's gonna bring a lot of life into me, I think, and just I'm really excited to cover some cool battles, and hopefully mods will come to the game and whatnot. But how long will I hold here? We'll find out. So it seems that after a good couple minutes, the forces are starting to fight their way through my lines. They are focusing most of the troops over on this side. And then now I'm having to send over forces from the other flank who don't really have to defend against much, so it's not a big deal. But I'm sending back the forces, trying to pin down the troops here. I'm going to try to keep them in place here. Let's see how this plays out. So yeah, I'm going to try to keep them in place. I've got my crossbows. Unfortunately, this is the Attila engine, which I wish they could build an engine, like a new one, and then have these really epic siege settlements, which would be great. But yeah, I'm having to send my crossbows off the walls because they can't just turn around and fire. I've got to line them up, and I'm going to try to skirmish down this big blob. It does seem hopeless at this point. It really never had hope. I made this an impossible siege. My general now coming around the flank, my royal followers. So I'm going to try to go around this way, around the longhouse, I guess, the main building, and then I'm gonna try to do some hammer and anvil. I do have more infantry charging in. These are Levy Javi men, so they're not gonna do a great job of holding them back, but at least they're gonna do something. I'm trying to keep them in place, and now my general is about to move into position. The royal followers about to charge. And that voice crack just knows it's a very critical moment. Love how this guy's holding a cross. That's cool. It's like a cross standard. And there we go. Here comes the charge of the general. Just trying to hold them back. Our crossbows up here still putting down some good fire, trying to kill the reinforcements. And as you can tell, we're greatly outnumbered. It's down to the last minute of the replay. I'm going to try to hold here with my crossbows, but I'm going to have to fall back, actually. Now I'm going to charge in some axemen. I've committed all of my forces except for one, these axemen over here, but, you know, they have to hold against the sword herdmen. Crossbows still firing. They do break a unit, but it's just not going to be enough. Love the purple uniforms, too. Now I'm actually going to get my crossbows off the walls. They're going to try to get a volley into the flank of these axemen. Axemen should be fairly easy to take out because they don't have shields. And that's when I realized I didn't have my men fire at will. Our general has died. I love the skull logo there. Come on, fire, man, quick. Oh, we get a couple hits there, but most of the axes will not die there, and they're going to cut up my my crossbows. and they're gonna die. So I made it like impossible to win this battle. I wish I could show you the whole thing, but I had to keep it down to 10 minutes. After this, you will see some campaign parts, and that will be it from my coverage of Thrones of Britannia. I'm just gonna say the final statement here: the siege battles are amazing, they are unique, they're cool, and it should be a lot of fun to do multiple siege battles on them. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one, coming out pretty soon today.